What is going on, guys? Today is April 22nd, 2026. I'm going to be going over the one trade that I ended up taking today, and I had a break-even day. That is two in a row. Monday I ended up taking a loss. So overall, small loss on the week so far, but still 10 and 3 on the month. So overall up. And yeah, I want to start doing this again on YouTube. Some people found this super beneficial for them to watch these videos. So I'm going to start posting my trade recaps again on YouTube. And overall, yeah, I'm just going to go over my trade recap today. Today was an interesting day, especially trading all-time highs. And how do I kind of maneuver around all-time highs? How do I identify structure and realistically, what am I looking for in these kind of areas? So let's go ahead and get into it. Overall, on the day, I was bearish. A lot of reasons why I was bearish, but first of all, what we ended up doing, and I identified, is we had previously swept this all-time high, right? And that's where we got that delivery. But now we're trading towards our all-time high again. So what I wanted to kind of see off of open was some sort of manipulation higher. I wanted to see us move higher, immediately sweep this high, which would have then created us a bearish SMT to want to continue lower. Because that ES was obviously a little bit weaker and we would have not had that same impact. And the reason why I have ES pulled up here is I want to show you the SMT. That gave me the idea for my trade. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'll mark this out for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and play this out, what ended up happening and where I took my trade. So right off of open, we manipulated higher again. This isn't something that I was like, okay, no brainer, right? I'm still waiting for some sort of a better sponsorship, better idea for us to want to continue lower. So again, I'm patient. What I identified now at this range is that we swept out these internal lows right here. This was not a lot for me. Like this wasn't like oh, okay, we're obviously trending lower and we can potentially see some sort of move higher now, right? But we did. We reacted a bit. What we ended up doing is also inversing this 5 minute. So in turn, right now I'm bearish. I've been bearish again all morning. But realistically, I'm still just waiting for sponsorship. My model can kind of pretty much show this setup. But again, this is the setup I was wanting to see, and I'll go ahead and show you guys what ended up happening. So now as we're being patient, what we ended up doing is creating a bearish SMT, and this is it right here. So our NASDAQ is the weaker index in this example. Why? Because it failed to take out this internal high. So we had an internal SMT, and this is where we got our delivery. So once I identified that both indexes are now showing bearish or disrespecting bullish, respecting bearish structure, now I'm kind of like, okay, now I could potentially see us wanting to continue lower, and as well as we're respecting this 5 minute gap. So we kind of got in my vision and what I'm seeing in these markets is we created this 5 minute on the move down, and then what we ended up doing was creating this move back up into this 5 minute, and now it was a 5 minute retrace for us to just want to continue lower. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's exactly what we got. So now we got our confirmation. We have a 1 minute gap right here. We ended up inversing it. Again, this is super extended, but the reason why I wanted to take this is overall, I'm just super bearish. I like the structure of this. We have a bearish SMT that we're delivering off of. Both indexes are now showing bearish structure. Doesn't get any better than that. So we got our confirmation here, one of my confirmation models with the ICE model. And now I entered shorts. And what I was looking for was to target our London low down here, which is a significant draw on liquidity. There's kind of two scenarios in this play, right? We also, this low is also resting inside of this hourly fair value gap. So potentially we don't have to deliver all the way through here, but I did have a TP1, which led me to want to go break even. And then if we wanted to continue to deliver, which is what I was expecting, we were going to. But I went break even at this low. And again, let's go ahead and see this play out. So I entered shorts, really good delivery. Again, break even relatively quick. This could have been a take profit, just again, not with the risk to reward. And again, still just wanting to target our London low. This was also a draw on liquidity right here that you could have potentially targeted, which is equal lows. So this was also relatively my overall first take profit. We had a break even first take profit, and then we had our London low, which what I was going for, which was around 58 points. And I like to go for around 50 points in my trades. With this structure, it's literally been around 30 to 50 points roughly the past couple weeks. So again, that's my ICE model of risk management and the way, obviously with the win rate, the risk management, and how overall you stay consistent and profitable and look at the long term with that good kind of risk management. So in turn, this trade ended up getting break even. And again, I'm still wanting to look for shorts. Nothing really presented itself. And as we continued this on, right now we're just showing bullish structure at this point, obviously. So now I'm turning bullish. What I'm looking to see is some sort of retracement. We never really got one to take longs. So I ended up not taking anything, and I got off relatively quick. So again, overall break even day, but yeah, this was good structure. I think we're now finally getting some decent structure. Again, I didn't like these longs. Again, I'm just bearish, and when we're longing like this, you're really having to base it off of ES. Like, what is ES doing? Are we going towards draws and liquidity, which we do still have on ES? ES is not at all time highs, so leading Nasdaq to be bullish. Of course, we have no draws because we already took our all time high, right? We're trading higher because of ES. There's no targets on Nasdaq. We're trading higher because of ES, and what are these two indexes? They're correlated. So ES is pushing towards draws and liquidity up above, and Nasdaq is going to follow. And what we ended up doing is literally nothing. And the reason why I was looking to take this trade here is because we again, ES is the weaker index, of course, but we actually have draws that we can target. So I was looking to take a long here, and it was going to be right when we tapped into this 5 minute. Of course, it's already filled, but never really got structure to take this, so that's why you guys are seeing that. And again, so yeah, nothing really in this area, and overall, just a break-even day. Nothing bad at all. Gonna continue to see how this wants to play out. I think ES has way more room to want to be bullish, which will lead Nasdaq to be bullish. But again, we're at all-time highs now, and you always have to be bullish, right? I think the draws and liquidity were just relatively obvious for shorts today, and that's why I ended up taking them with good structure, good idea, good confirmation, and so on. So yeah, overall break-even day, not too bad. Gonna continue on with this trend that we got going on. 10 and 3 on the month, super green on the month, and yeah, we'll continue to roll this out. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna start posting more on YouTube. Sorry, just to give you guys some more content, more trading knowledge, because I think it's super important to learn this skill. And again, I am hosting another trading fundamentals class, so if you guys are interested in that, DM me on Instagram. And the ICE community is now live. It's been live. I'm live trading every morning with the community. And yeah, if you guys are interested, check my bio, and I will catch you guys on the next video.